In the depths of the human psyche lies an insatiable force, an intrinsic part of our nature that pushes us beyond the boundaries of the known. It's a relentless spark of curiosity, the driving force that compels us to seek answers, to unravel the mysteries that shroud our existence. Curiosity, a double-edged sword that can both illuminate and condemn, has a way of leading us down treacherous paths, often blurring the lines between fascination and terror. We're drawn to the unknown, like moths to a flame, captivated by the forbidden and the unexplored. It's in these moments of vulnerability when our curiosity compels us to peel back the veil of secrecy that we unwittingly invite horror into our lives. For in our relentless pursuit of understanding, we risk awakening forces far beyond our comprehension, unraveling truths that were better left hidden. The seeds of horror lie within the fertile soil of curiosity, waiting to sprout into malevolent tendrils that consume our sanity. We venture into forbidden territories, compelled by a thirst for knowledge, ignorant of the dark consequences that await us. Whether it's delving into ancient rituals, unlocking forbidden tomes, or prying open the doors of the supernatural, we're never quite prepared for what lurks on the other side. Curiosity dances hand in hand with fear, their steps growing more frantic as we inch closer and closer to the abyss. Our minds become entangled in a web of enigma, caught between the allure of discovery and the dread of the unknown. Yet we press on, enticed by the whispers of the forbidden, our curiosity morphing into a ravenous hunger, desperate to devour the forbidden fruit. As we gaze into the depths of the abyss, we find ourselves confronted with horrors that defy imagination. The truth we sought turns out to be a nightmarish revelation, shredding the fabric of our perceptions, shattering the fragile illusions we held dear. In our relentless pursuit of understanding, we become trapped in a labyrinth of terror, haunted by the shadows of our own curiosity. For curiosity, the flame that ignites our intellect, can also set ablaze our world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons. And without further ado, grab a candle, dim the lights, and let's explore the history of the Bloody Mary ritual. You nervously glanced at your friends, the flickering candlelight casting eerie shadows on their faces. All of you were gathered in your dimly lit living room, surrounded by an air of anticipation. It was Halloween night, and you decided to test your bravery by summoning the infamous spirit of Bloody Mary. You stood in front of the bathroom mirror, palms sweaty with nervousness. The instructions were clear. Say Bloody Mary 3 times while spinning in a circle, and her spirit would appear. With bated breath, you began. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. You all chanted in unison, your voices quivering. You could feel your heart pounding in your chest as you spun around, the room spinning along with you. The air grew colder, and a sense of foreboding filled the room. Suddenly, the flickering candlelight died out, plunging you into complete darkness. Your friends stood frozen, breaths caught in your throats. The room remained pitch black, and the silence was suffocating. Then the lights flickered back on, and you found yourself standing in front of the mirror. But something was different. Your reflections appeared distorted, their eyes pitch black, staring back at you with malevolence. Fear consumed you, and you all tried to step away, but your bodies remained glued to the spot. The image in the mirror shifted, and the reflection of a woman emerged. A figure cloaked in tattered white garments, her face twisted in anguish. She stepped out of the mirror, her presence filling the room with an overwhelming aura of darkness. As she moved closer, a chilling wind swept through the room, extinguishing the remaining candles. Panic seized your heart, but you couldn't tear your eyes away from the haunting figure. Bloody Mary reached out a blood-stained hand, her cold touch sending shivers down your spine. The room started to spin again, and your vision blurred. Your friends and you were consumed by darkness, surrounded by the anguished cries of countless lost souls. In that moment, you woke up, drenched in sweat, realizing it had all been a horrifying nightmare. The relief flooded through you, and you glanced around your brightly lit bedroom, grateful to be back in the safety of reality. But as you caught your reflection in the mirror, you noticed a faint smudge of blood on your cheek. The Bloody Mary ritual is a popular game or urban legend that involves summoning the spirit of a vengeful ghost named Bloody Mary. It's often played at sleepovers or during Halloween parties, and involves a group of participants attempting to summon the spirit of Bloody Mary in front of a mirror. I'll give you a quick rundown of how the ritual is conducted. Find a room with a mirror that is dimly lit or can be darkened easily. Bathrooms are a common choice, but any room with a mirror will work. You'll need candles and matches or a lighter. Turn off the lights, or dim them to create an eerie atmosphere. Light the candles and place them around the mirror. Gather all the participants and stand together in front of the mirror. Make sure everyone can see their reflection. The participants will take turns saying Bloody Mary 3 times. Some variations suggest repeating it a specific number of times or adding additional phrases like, I believe in you, or show yourself. After the chant, wait for a few moments while looking into the mirror. Some say that the spirit of Bloody Mary will appear in the reflection, or that the strange phenomena might occur. If nothing happens, or if participants start feeling uncomfortable or scared, it's best to end the game. Simply blow out the candles and turn on the lights. The origin of the Bloody Mary ritual is not entirely clear, and it's difficult to trace its exact historical roots. However, it's believed to have evolved from various folklores and superstitions surrounding mirrors and supernatural beings. Similar rituals involving mirror gazing and divination have been practiced in different cultures throughout history. The legend of Bloody Mary itself is thought to have different origins and has been associated with various historical figures. One popular belief is that it's linked to the reign of Queen Mary I of England, who earned the nickname Bloody Mary due to her brutal persecution of Protestants. According to this theory, the ritual is an attempt to summon her spirit. However, there's no concrete historical evidence connecting Queen Mary I to the Bloody Mary ritual. Queen Mary I of England ruled from 1553 to 1558. During her reign, she sought to restore Catholicism as the official religion of England, which led to a series of persecutions against Protestants. Queen Mary I was a devout Catholic and aimed to undo the religious reforms introduced during the reigns of her father, Henry VIII, and her brother, Edward VI. She aimed to reinstate Catholicism as the dominant religion in England. Around 280 individuals, including clergymen, laypeople, and ordinary citizens, were burned at the stake for their Protestant faith. These numerous executions earned Queen Mary I the infamous nickname Bloody Mary. Although Queen Mary I's persecutions were severe, her efforts to restore Catholicism were short-lived. Her reign lasted only 5 years upon her death in 1558. Another theory suggests that the legend originates from a period of time we're all probably familiar with. The Salem witch trials were a series of hearings and prosecutions that took place in colonial Massachusetts, specifically in the town of Salem in 1692. The trials are one of the most well-known examples of mass hysteria and religious intolerance in American history. The events began when a group of young girls in Salem Village, including Betty Paris and Abigail Williams, started exhibiting strange behavior, which was attributed to witchcraft. The girls claimed to be possessed by the devil and accused several women in the community of practicing witchcraft. This led to a wave of fear and panic, and accusations spread rapidly. The trials were conducted by local magistrates and presided over by the Court of Oyer and Terminer, which were established specifically to handle these situations. The accused individuals, mostly women, but also some men, were subjected to intense interrogations, often under duress and inhumane conditions. The court relied heavily on spectral evidence, which included claims of being visited by the accused in dreams or visions, and other unreliable testimonies. Over the course of the trials, more than 200 people were accused of witchcraft. Of these individuals was a historical figure named Mary Worth. Mary Worth, also known as Mary Wales or Mary Worthington, was allegedly a witch who was executed during the Salem witch trials. According to the legend, Mary Worth was a woman who lived in a small cabin on the outskirts of the village. Her odd demeanor and general secluded presence made the villagers apprehensive of her. At some point, young girls started going missing, and immediately, suspicions turned to Mary. Some of the villagers claimed that Mary's appearance changed from a haggard old lady to a young, beautiful woman, leading them to believe she was kidnapping girls and using their life forces to remain immortal. The villagers formed a mob and arrested Mary. She was tied to a stake and lit ablaze. Through the crackling flames and between agonizing screams, some of the residents claimed to hear Mary cursing them, swearing revenge on anyone who dares to utter her name. It's important to note this story is unfounded and there's no record of anyone by that name listed in the executions. While this is likely a bit of folklore, I wouldn't be surprised if the residents chose to scrub all mentions of Mary from their documents. However, like the connection to Queen Mary I, there's no solid evidence supporting the relation to the ritual of Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary ritual is primarily a form of entertainment and a spooky game rather than an ancient ritual with a deep historical background. It gained popularity in modern times through word of mouth, sleepovers, and internet culture. The ritual has been perpetuated and expanded upon through urban legends, horror stories, and media, particularly in movies and television. The exact details and variations of the Bloody Mary ritual can differ depending on the region, culture, and personal beliefs. It continues to be a subject of fascination and curiosity for many people, especially during Halloween or when seeking a thrill or supernatural experience. However, it's crucial to approach such rituals with caution and respect for personal beliefs and boundaries. So, dear friends, take heed of this tale of the unknown and the unsettling, for there are things in this world that are best left undisturbed, and experiences that will forever haunt those who dare to tread into the realm of the supernatural. And remember, even in the brightest of days, shadows still dance, and the line between reality and the supernatural remains ever so thin. If you enjoyed the video and want to be notified when I upload next, don't forget to hit the little bell. I'm Chris with Darkness Tales, and as always, have a terrifying evening.